Congratulations to all our Feather Award winners. Now, getting very serious for a moment here, some 16 million vehicles produced by 10 global car makers have been recalled worldwide over worries that the Takata airbags in them can explode when inflating, firing potentially deadly shrapnel at the car's occupants. Now, the fault is being linked to 4 deaths in the USA, and while there are no deaths reported here in South Africa, obviously our country is affected, and this is something that really does hit a nerve, clearly. Chiro is back with a slightly less positive take on life than we normally have, but this is a major story.
I know, yes. Welcome to Monday. Let's start with the important stuff. So, as somebody who has had an airbag hit him in the face, this story really disturbs me because the problem here is that, well, there's a couple of problems. They're not really sure exactly what's going wrong right now, but the biggest issue is that the airbags overcharge, so that when they explode, they potentially fire bits of themselves, of the housing and everything, at the person that they're trying to save. And because it's exploding at about 300 k's an hour, that
becomes a deadly projectile.
So there's actually been another suspected death in Malaysia as well since we heard about this. So it's really not a great situation, and South Africa is affected. Now, the story stretches far as back as 10 years when allegedly the problem was first detected by Takata, and they are now being accused of a cover-up. In fact, they've been subpoenaed to appear in front of a US grand jury to face criminal charges.
Well, exactly. Certainly, if there is a cover-up, but it's one of those things you can't tell if it's a fault in one vehicle, a recall is necessary. Which, you know, when you look at the scale of this, that seems almost unlikely or impossible.
Well, here's the thing, right? So when car makers make a lot of cars at the same time, so they need trusted suppliers. So they go to a business like Takata, been in the business for 80 years, can supply loads of airbags in a very quick time. So now what happens is you have 10 car makers affected by this, and the 10 global car makers, will give you that list: Honda, BMW, Chrysler, Ford, General Motors, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, and Toyota all bought airbags rather for their cars from this company.
Now, you've gone into specifics here with a list, and I think we don't want to spread absolute panic out there. What should people be doing? What is our next step if we think we're affected?
Okay, so here's the thing. If you get a recall notice for your car, please act on it as quickly as you can. Get the repairs done. It's completely free. It'll only take about an hour of your time. Now, one of the issues here is that some cars affected go back as far as the year 2000, which means that they might be on their second or third owner. So it's a bit difficult for a company like Toyota to trace you. So if you think your car might be affected, leave your name, your number at your local dealership, preferably with your VIN number if you can. That's your vehicle identification number, and then they'll call you back.
All right, and you've got a list here. Let's quickly fly through this list here, just so people get a heads up. Starting with the Honda South Africa, they're going to recall a small number of 2001 to 2003 model years CRV, and that's the Accord, Civic, and Jazz units.
Yeah, Nissan has reported there are no vehicles affected in South Africa, so that rules Nissan out.
Toyota South Africa, only Corollas built from 2002 in April, June 2003 affected in South Africa, and that equates to 4,349 units locally. Now we're going to continue this list. We'll put it up on our website. You can also get in touch with Chiro. How can we get in touch with you?
Yeah, if you have any questions, please get in touch with me on Twitter @ChiroDS, and I'll do my best to help you with your questions.
All right. Well, that is an alarming thing, not to scare you on a Monday. Just make sure you are educating yourself. Bit of an alarming one here, guys.